Welcome back to the deep dive. When we choose a topic, we never quite know where it'll take us. But today's deep dive, this one's for you. You sent us this article about training your cat to be a supernatural gatekeeper.
Oh, wow.
Now, we've all seen cats do some pretty weird stuff, but gatekeepers to other dimensions,
Yeah.
that's a whole new level of feline mystery. Expert speaker, what was your first impression when you read this?
I was intrigued, honestly.
Yeah.
The idea that our furry friends could be guarding something unseen,
Yeah.
something beyond our everyday perception,
Right.
it definitely sparked my curiosity.
Yeah, mine too. And the article doesn't jump right into cat training, does it?
No.
It focuses on us first.
Yeah.
It's about tapping into our own intuition and connecting with that mystical side. And that is meditation and visualization are key. Almost like we need to be on the same wavelength as our cats. What do you make of that?
It's fascinating, isn't it? The article emphasizes understanding the gate itself, not as a physical door, but as an energetic threshold. It suggests that other dimensions might be closer than we think, almost whispering to ours.
Whoa.
This aligns with certain spiritual traditions where animals, especially cats, are seen as naturally sensitive to those subtle energies.
So less about seeing a glowing portal and more about sensing a shift, like when you walk into a room and just feel something's different.
Exactly. It's about tuning into those subtle vibrations. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how your cat reacts to a new person or place? Maybe they're not just being finicky. Maybe they're picking up on those unseen energies.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm starting to see where this is going, and the article suggests that by paying close attention to those subtle cues from our cats, we can start to understand their role as gatekeepers. It's almost like they have a sixth sense.
Precisely. And that's where the human-animal bond becomes crucial.
Okay.
The article emphasizes trust and understanding, not just giving commands.
Right.
It's about working with your cat, not imposing your will upon them.
So true. It even talks about using objects like crystals or amulets to help your cat associate certain areas with their role. It's almost like giving them a uniform for their mystical duties.
That's a great analogy. It's about reinforcing their role as guardians through visual cues and energetic anchors.
And the article takes it a step further. It suggests using sound frequencies like music or tuning forks to cleanse and align energy.
Oh.
It's like setting the mood for spiritual work, but for your cat.
Sound has a profound impact on energy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Think about how certain music can instantly change your mood.
Mm-hmm.
The article suggests that certain frequencies can actually help create a harmonious environment, one where both you and your cat can connect with the unseen.
So it's about more than just playing some calming tunes. It's about intentionally using sound to create a specific energetic state.
Absolutely. And that brings us to the importance of rituals. The article emphasizes consistency in guiding your cat. It could be as simple as lighting a candle each morning or placing fresh water by a designated spot. It's about establishing patterns that both you and your cat recognize and respond to.
So think of it like this. You probably have a morning routine, even if it's just making coffee. That consistency helps you get grounded for the day. Maybe these rituals do the same for your cat, but on an energetic level.
Precisely. It's about setting intentions and creating a rhythm for your shared spiritual practice.
And in all of this, we can't forget about our feline friends' well-being, right?
Of course not.
I love that the article even suggests using catnip or valerian to help calm and ground your cat. It's like a spa day for their spiritual duties.
It makes sense if you think about it. We all need to feel safe and relaxed to connect with our deeper selves. And if cats are dealing with unseen energies, those calming herbs might help them stay balanced and focused.
Okay, I have to admit, when I first read about using catnip for spiritual work, I chuckled a bit. But then I thought, hey, we use aromatherapy to shift our energy, so why not for our cats?
Right. It's a good point. We often underestimate the similarities between ourselves and our animal companions.
Exactly. And speaking of similarities, the article dives into some advanced training techniques to enhance your cat's intuition, almost like honing their mystical senses. It suggests things like hiding objects or using puzzle feeders.
Yeah, it's about engaging their natural curiosity and problem-solving abilities, which could in turn heighten their sensitivity to those subtle energy shifts.
Okay.
Think of it as a mental workout, but for their sixth sense.
I love that. Now, this next one is where things get really interesting. It talks about joint meditation sessions with your cat
Oh, wow.
to create a protective shield around your home.
This one definitely requires a deep bond and a lot of patience, but the concept itself is fascinating.
Yeah.
Visualizing a shared energy field, a protective barrier against any negative influences. It's a powerful idea.
It's like creating a force field of good vibes powered by you and your cat. And I have to ask, I can barely get my cat to sit still for a head scratch, let alone a meditation session.
Yeah.
Any tips from the article on how to actually do this?
Well, it starts with finding a space where both you and your cat feel comfortable and relaxed.
Okay.
The article suggests incorporating familiar scents like lavender or chamomile to create a calming atmosphere. It also emphasizes the importance of patience and consistency. Don't expect your cat to become a meditation master overnight.
So start small, maybe just sitting together in quiet contemplation for a few minutes each day.
Exactly. And as you practice together, you might be surprised by how receptive your cat becomes.
Hmm.
Remember, animals are incredibly intuitive creatures. They often pick up on our energy and intentions.
That makes sense now. This whole concept of opening ourselves up to the unseen world, it's a bit daunting, isn't it? How do we ensure we're not letting in anything harmful?
That's where the article's emphasis on cleansing and protecting your energy comes in. It suggests using things like sage or Palo Santo to clear out negative energy.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it like spiritual hygiene. Just as we wash our hands to keep ourselves physically healthy, we need to cleanse our energetic space to maintain spiritual well-being.
So it's not just about protecting ourselves, it's about creating a healthy, energetic environment for our cats as well.
Absolutely. It's about creating a harmonious and balanced space where both you and your cat can thrive.
And this isn't a one-time thing, right? It's an ongoing process of awareness and maintenance.
Exactly. The article talks about paying attention to your cat's behavior, noticing any signs of stress or discomfort, and adjusting your practices accordingly.
So being in tune with our cat's energy is as important as being in tune with our own.
Precisely. It's about respecting your cat's individuality, recognizing that they have their own unique energetic sensitivities.
You know, it strikes me that this whole concept is a fascinating blend of ancient wisdom and modern mindfulness.
Right?
It's about tuning into our intuition, connecting with our animal companions on a deeper level, and recognizing the unseen forces that shape our lives.
And as we explore these ideas, we begin to realize that the journey itself is as transformative as the destination.
This deep dive has really challenged my thinking about cats' energy and the interconnectedness of everything. I'm starting to see my cat in a whole new light. What about you, expert speaker? What stands out to you most from this article?
What fascinates me is the idea of co-creation. It's not about humans controlling or dominating nature, but rather working in harmony with it, recognizing the inherent wisdom and abilities of our animal companions.
It's about seeing our cats not just as pets, but as spiritual allies, guiding us towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us.
Exactly. And as we move into the final stage of our exploration, we'll delve deeper into how to sustain this practice and nurture this extraordinary bond.
We're back and ready to wrap up our deep dive into the world of feline gatekeepers. We've covered a lot of ground, from understanding unseen energies to creating a harmonious home environment.
Yeah.
But what happens next? How do we actually integrate all of this into our lives?
This is where it gets really practical and honestly where the true magic unfolds.
Okay.
It's about weaving these concepts into our daily routines and interactions with our cats.
The article talks about establishing a routine, not in a rigid sense, but a rhythm that honors your cat's role as a gatekeeper.
Right.
It mentions things like setting aside time for joint meditation or creating a dedicated space for spiritual practice. Have you ever tried anything like that?
I have. And I think the key is consistency without rigidity.
Uh-huh.
Cats thrive on routine, but they also have their own unique rhythms and preferences.
Mm-hmm.
It's about finding a balance that works for both of you. Maybe it's a few minutes of quiet contemplation together each morning,
Right.
or maybe it's creating a space where your cat can retreat when they need to recharge.
That makes a lot of sense, and it reminds me of something else the article emphasized: paying attention to your cat's communication. It's like
Yeah.
we need to be sensitive to their cues, noticing when they need a break or when something isn't working for them.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
about honoring their autonomy and respecting their boundaries.
Right.
We're not forcing them into this role.
Right.
We're inviting them to participate in a shared spiritual journey. And just like any relationship, good communication is essential.
It's like we're learning a new language, the language of energy and intuition.
Yeah.
And as we become more fluent, we can deepen our connection with our cats in ways we never imagined.
Exactly. And remember, just as we nourish ourselves with food and water, we need to nourish our spirits and those of our feline companions with consistent spiritual practice.
It's like tending a garden, right?
Yes.
We need to provide the right conditions for growth, both for ourselves and our cats. The article mentions things like periodically rearranging your space to align with energy flows, introducing new elements like crystals or other spiritual symbols, and regularly cleansing the energy of your home.
These are all ways of creating a sanctuary, a space where both you and your cat can feel safe, protected, and spiritually connected.
And just as our cats are learning and evolving in their roles as gatekeepers,
Hmm.
we need to continue growing as well. The article encourages us to keep learning about spiritual practices and metaphysical concepts. It's like we're all students on this path, constantly expanding our understanding.
We can never stop learning. There are always new insights to be gained, new techniques to explore, and new depths of understanding to uncover.
It's a journey of continuous discovery, and it's one we embark on together with our feline companions by our side.
Absolutely.
As we reach the end of this deep dive,
Yeah.
let's remember that the true measure of success isn't just whether our cat can perfectly guard an unseen gate.
Right.
It's about the transformations we experience along the way.
It's about the deeper connection we forge with our cats, the increased awareness of the unseen world, and the expansion of our own spiritual horizons.
So as you go about your day, pay attention to the subtle cues your cat is giving you. Maybe that playful swat or that insistent meow is more than just a demand for treats. Maybe it's an invitation to connect on a deeper level, to explore the mysteries that lie just beyond our everyday perception. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.